Hello, everyone, and welcome to It's a Mystery Podcast. I'm your host, Alexandra Amor, and I'm here today with Millie Reynolds. Hi, Millie.
Hi, Alexandra. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
Fine, thanks. It's dark and gloomy here in the UK.
Is it? Yeah, and the sun's just coming up here in Vancouver. So by way of
We're
yeah, exactly. So, by way of introduction, I'll just tell people about you. So, after a short career in banking and teaching, Millie decided to try her hand at writing her own crime series. She has always loved the mystery detective genre, and while she would never dare to try to emulate some of her heroes, she did want to try and create a series that was quirky, didn't take itself too seriously, and contained some humor. And so Mike Malone was created. So the main character in your Mike Malone series is Detective Inspector Mike Malone. So why don't you tell us a little bit about him?
well, he's based on somebody that I used to work with.
Oh, wow.
Somebody who's you see a lot of detectives, don't you, that have got lots of bad baggage behind them. They're troubled characters. Mike isn't. He has got a bit of a backstory, but on the whole, he's a lovable chap. He's non-threatening. He's safe. He's trustworthy. He's somebody you can go to. And this chap that I used to work with. I describe him as the teddy bear at the end of the bed, someone you felt secure with. And this is how I portray Mike. Mike is somebody that you can trust. He gets himself into scrapes sometimes, but on the whole, he's somebody you can trust, and he always solves his crimes in the end.
Of course, yes, as any good detective does. Yes, yeah, exactly. And I noticed in your descriptions that you say you want to make readers chuckle rather than scream.
Oh yeah.
So that's something that runs through the series is a sort of a light sense of humor, yeah?
Oh yeah. I certainly don't take myself seriously. You've got people like Joe Nesbo and writers like that ilk, and their writing is brilliant. I'd never want to be like them because they are so detailed. I don't go in for the detail, I go for the quirky. One of my reviewers described it as an author's whimsyland, which I thought was lovely.
Oh, that is lovely. Wow.
That's a lovely way of describing it because that's what my. It doesn't take to. It's based loosely where I live, so people local will recognise. Oh yeah, I know that place, or I know that place, but they're not together, and I have characters coming in and out. It's not. You meet Mike, you meet his detective inspector, you meet his family, and you also meet other people in the town who pop in and out of the novels in various different guises, and sometimes they're part of the story, sometimes they're just a bystander, but you meet everybody in the town as well as Mike, so it's like a little community.
Oh, lovely. Okay, great. And I'll come back to the Lincolnshire as part of the setting because I know you've mentioned that in a couple of different places that I read. But with the writing sort of whimsically, there's that I remember that expression that actors often say that drama is easy and comedy is hard. And I know you've written other books, so do you find it more of a challenge to write in sort of a witty way?
Um, no, I just think of scrapes that Mike could get into
Okay.
and sort of put him in these. I mean, I had him because he's now a little baby around, and I had him changing nappy for the very first time. And we've all done it, changing nappies, and yet we know the mess we can get into. So I had Mike get into a real mess with his hands everywhere and covered in all sorts, and it's just putting him in situations that are quite amusing.
Yes.
That's where the sort of comedy comes into the comedy element. It's the scrapes that Mike gets into sometimes, and sometimes when he was rugby tackling one of his. I think in the fourth book he had to rugby tackle somebody and he ended up covered in slime across a farmyard and stuff like that. It's just, that's where the humour comes in. It's what happens to Mike.
Oh, okay. So it comes from his situations. Yeah. Oh, that's
yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. And so getting back to the subject of setting, because setting is a big deal for me too. I've set my books in very Canadian settings. So tell us a bit about Lincolnshire. You were born and raised there, right?
But Mike.
Okay, but Mike is an implant, is that right?
It's an implant, yes. But he's grown to love love Lincolnshire. Lincolnshire is famous for its wide open spaces. It's very flat. Well, where I am, the Fenland is very flat, and you have these amazing skies. Sort of this time of the year with the sunsets and sunrises, and I try and describe that some of those sometimes in the novels. And Mike has fallen in love with the solitude and the space of Lincolnshire.
Oh, lovely. And the people too?
Yes, yes. Because all of the people in the town are all very friendly, very nice. Apart from those that are doing the murders, of course,
Other than that, yeah. And so have you created a fictional town where all this happens?
It's based loosely around where I am. I've never actually named the town. I named the places around it, but I've never actually named the town.
Oh,
I don't
interesting.
know. I don't know why I haven't done that. I just haven't.
Yes.
I put a name to it, but the villages around me get named, so people will realise that maybe it is. But I've never actually said Mike is from Spalding or Mike is from. I've never named it.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Wow. Okay. Yeah. But if readers notice the towns around, they can sort of place where he is. Yeah. Okay.
Place where he is. Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. And so you've described him as the teddy bear at the end of the bed, and then I saw another description of him as being a bit offbeat.
Yes.
How is he offbeat?
Well, Mike. This is why I don't take myself seriously. If I feel like putting it in a book, I will do. So I don't go through police procedurals. I don't follow the way. Mike will. A nursery rhyme will come to him, and that will help him solve his crime.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Every crime I've done is linked to a nursery rhyme. There's a nursery rhyme link that runs over. So if it's Bar Black Sheep, there's all the nursery rhymes they appear in the books. And also he has this thing where he will pick up a pen, close his eyes, and doodle, sort of psychic drawing, and the doodles will help him solve the crime as well. You see. So he's quirky in that way.
Oh, yeah, wow, I guess so. That's very cool.
If I feel like put it, this is why I don't take it seriously. It's quirky. But people seem to like him.
Oh, good.
Like him. So it's done 13 now.
I was going to ask. I saw 12 on Amazon. So is there another one coming out soon?
I think I've just done the 13th. I might have lost count, but I think I've just done the 13th.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
And has he changed much throughout the course of that?
No, he's found peace in his own life. He's now sort of happily settled, and he's exactly where he wants to be.
Oh, wow, okay.
And that he's happy with. And I keep getting told, my husband says, well, you can't kill her off.
Yeah. No.
I've been told who I can't kill.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. And what other questions did I have? I love the title Strawberries and Sheep. I saw that today when I was doing some research.
Yeah.
Great title.
I don't know about you. My titles always come afterwards. I can't think of the title and then do the book. I'll think of the title after I've done it.
Oh,
so I don't know how it works, but the title will come to me after I've finished.
It comes later. Yeah, I've heard that before from lots of authors. I tend to have a title in mind pretty early, but yeah, I'll be interested to see if that changes or not. Yeah.
Because I had strawberries and sheep in the story, as I said, strawberries and cream, strawberries and sheep.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you've written a couple of other mystery novels. So I noticed you have D.I. Jack Salt, is it?
Salt, yes.
Yeah.
He's a bit grittier. He's he's from Norfolk. And he's more of an edge to him. He's an alcoholic. He's a bit of a ladies' man. I've written 3 of him. He's not got the following that Mike has. They seem to like the teddy bear rather than the rough diamond.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. How many?
I've had success with Mike with the Jack that I've had with Mike.
Interesting. Okay, so you've noticed a difference, and you've focused on the books that the readers like.
Yes. Yeah. And I did have one of the characters in the Jack Salt book. She she left, and I put her in on her standalone as a DI, as a private investigator. So I had an experiment with a female.
And how did that go?
I mean, I've only written the one. Whether I'll come back to her or not, I've not decided yet.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, I like Mike. He's my comfy slippers that I can put on at the end of the day. I like him.
Yes, right. Oh, lovely. And any plans to expand out in any other directions, writing-wise?
I did do a standalone romantic novel, which some people liked it, some people didn't. But I don't think so at the moment. I think I'm going to stick to the crime, because I just love crime.
Yes. Yeah.
I do. I watch all the detectives on TV. I read all the books. I'm just a real crime addict.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
I like it in my way.
Yes. Yeah. And so, who are your favorite authors? You mentioned.
Jo Nesbø.
Yes. Yeah.
I like the Swedish ones. I've read most of the Swedish ones.
Oh, okay. And those are a bit dark, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But my favourite ever book, if somebody ever said to me, what is your favourite book? And it's not a crime at all, it's Frankenstein.
Oh, really?
That is the book that I would go right at the top of this. I adore Frankenstein. It's a book I can read again and again and again.
Wow. Oh, I've never read it. I'll have to give it a try.
Yeah, I'd always steered away from it, because you see all these sort of the Boris Karloff films and you think it's... And that's why the reason I didn't read it, because I've seen all the Hollywood versions of Frankenstein. And I had to do it for my university course, and I thought, I'm not going to enjoy this. And I did. I absolutely loved it. I was in tears.
Wow.
And it's my go-to book. I absolutely adore it.
Yeah. Yeah. And any other British mystery novelists that you really like?
Oh, Agatha Christie. I like the traditional Agatha Christie's, Sherlock Holmes, the Conan Doyles.
Yeah.
I like the sort of stuff, the older ones as well.
Oh, okay.
Jack Caffrey. I've just started reading some of his books.
I haven't heard of him.
And J.K. Rowling. She's gone into the detectives now.
Yes, I love those two.
I've not read her third one yet. I've read her first two, and I quite liked her Cornwall Strike. I quite liked it.
Yeah.
So I've not got the third one yet, but that's on my Christmas list.
Mine too. Yeah. Snuggle up by the fire and read that. I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely. But Jo Nesbø is one of my big favourites. Yeah. I've liked his Harry Horror series immensely.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And so one question that I want to ask all the authors that I interview is, why do you think mystery is such a prevalent story in our culture? And so you mentioned watching all the mystery TV shows and reading the books. I'm the same. So many people are. So why do you think it is that mystery is so captivating as a story form for humans?
I think we like to solve puzzles.
Yeah.
I think we like to solve it. It's not I don't watch it for the gore or the gruesome bits. I like to try and work out who it is. And I think it's solving the mystery. We all like to solve a mystery.
So we always
like to beat the detective. I got it before you did.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I noticed one of your reviewers said that your books were something a little different from your average crime novel. So I thought that was a really nice thing to say.
Definitely different. Yeah. They don't take themselves seriously. They're quirky and So, somebody said her husband thought she was laughing at during while she was reading it. I thought you were reading a mystery book, a murder book. Why are you laughing?
Yes, yeah.
Because that was the nappy bit that she was reading.
Okay.
She said she was laughing out loud, and her husband sort of commented. But
yes,
some of the reviews are quite nice. I do like reading reviews, even the bad ones. I don't bother. It doesn't. If they like them, they do. If they don't, they don't. I don't get upset by bad reviews. after all. I just
Exactly.
get it.
Yeah, that's a good approach to take. Yeah, you can't take it personally, and beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? So,
One of the ones I had was somebody commented, the same person's in every book, and you think, oh, yes, it's a series.
that's right. Oh,
It's a
funny.
Mike Malone series. Mike Malone is going to be in every book, but So yeah, he didn't like it because he's the same in every book. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Whatever.
All right, well, we're wrapping up now, so why don't you tell everybody where they can find your books?
Right, they're on Amazon Kindle.
Okay.
They go through. You can get them on Kobo and Barnes and Noble as well.
Perfect.
So it's mainly Amazon Kindle that you can get them on. I've not branched into paperbacks yet.
Okay.
Maybe one day.
Yes, yeah. And your website is?
Is milliereynolds.com.
Okay.
And you can find me on, I've got a blog as well, Mike Malone Mystery, at WordPress.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah. And you're on Facebook too, right?
Facebook is too, but Millie Reynolds on Facebook. Yeah. My blog, all sorts of things are on the blog. I mean, sometimes some of my baking disasters go on my blog. And I used to put books I've read on my blog as well, what I've thought of them, little reviews of books I read. As a teacher, I sort of read a lot of young adult books as well, so which is quite interesting sometimes.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I bet. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being with me here today. Take care.
Yes, and thank you for inviting me.
You're very welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.